Hi everybody, Crazy Eddie here, and we have been talking about setting up a new base, specifically Arthrilhed and and I have been talking about the setup. Basically, we want something a little bit more planned and a bit more useful. Things in the original base are a little bit chaotic for our tastes. So we have started a little bit of the construction. As you can see, here's the arcane room. And this is going to be one of our machine rooms. And our big reactor room is already well underway. And through here will be some more machine rooms. And our new IC2 reactor is planned here. Where it will hopefully not blow other stuff up if we ever overdo things with it. But first, we're going to have to build another ME controller. And these things are a bit on the expensive side. We're going to need enriched samarium, iridium, more samarium. It's not going to be cheap. Okay, so I've been doing some of the math behind the ME controller. And we're going to need a quantum core, 2 enhanced Galgadorian ingots, 2 blocks of Endurium, 2 blocks of vibrant alloy, and 2 calculation processors. Calculation processors are easy. Vibrant alloy and Endurium are not too terribly difficult. But also for this quantum core, we're going to need an Eye of Ender. Also easy. 4 nether stars, not too difficult. 4 enriched samarium alloy, which breaks down into 16 enriched samarium, for which I'll need 128 irradiated uranium, which I can get out of glowstone and uranium. 22 samarium, for which I'll need glowstone. And 32 iridium reinforced plates, for which I'll need 128 iridium, 128 advanced alloy, and 32 diamonds. The good news is we actually have plenty of iridium and some reinforced plate already made. So we should be able to make that without too much trouble. And then we can move on to the enhanced Galgadorian stuff. For that, we'll need to make 2 large lumps of Galgadorian, for which we just need 18 lumps of Galgadorian. To craft that, we'll need 9 diamond blocks, 27 glowstone, and 27 Eye of Galgador, for which we require 108 magma cream, 54 gas tears, 54 fermented spider eyes, and 27 Eyes of Ender. Those may take a little doing. I'm not sure if we have those stored or not. And we'll also need 18 stabilized metal, which is mostly diamond and obsidian. So I have been looking through all this math, and I found out I'm also going to need 108 magma cream, 54 gas tears, and 54 fermented spider eyes.
For what again though?
Uh, 54 gas tiers, 108 magma cream. Those sound like the harder ones to come up with.
But what are you making though?
That's for the enhanced Galgadorian that's going into the controller.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's Galgadorian. That's kind of it. Let's see if I still have some on me. I don't. Well, actually, I have 7 lumps in Galgador. You were needing it for quantum cores, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It goes. That's all. That goes into one quantum core, and I believe I need 18 lumps. You have 7, so I just need 11 more.
And you have a quantum core on you now.
I do not.
I gave you a quantum core. I just threw it at the ground.
I do have a quantum core on me. Okay, that'll save me about a week's effort.
Yeah, I made a couple of them whenever I was doing all of this.
So you're just sitting around with nothing to do and thought, oh, how about a couple quantum cores?
No, I needed to make quantum cores for the other stuff. I mean, a lot of the other AE stuff. And so I was like, well, I'll just make a couple of them. And I mean, you're gonna need them again anyway, so why not?
Okay, yeah, there are 15 pieces of enhanced Galgadorian metal here in the AE system, so yeah, don't need that anymore either. So while I've been putting my computer back together, you guys have been actually doing stuff.
So is this the autocrafting right here?
Yeah, it is.
How does this work?
Well, once you make the patterns, you put them into the slots in the ME interfaces.
And it just builds them in the assemblers right here?
Right.
Okay.
I think I'm about ready to move the energy acceptor over.
Alright. If you move the drive, just don't pick it up with a dolly.
Thanks for the reminder.
I'm sorry, you're not going to live that one down.
Some things a person should not be allowed to forget.
I mean, and the funny thing is it's an honest mistake. I could have easily done it because I wouldn't have known at the time either. The only reason I know not to do it is because it's your mistake. There you go.
I don't really picture the ME system needing that much power, but okay.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. But here, I have a bunch of them. This is what I have.
Well, it certainly won't hurt it anyway.
No, it definitely won't hurt. Ooh, what's that from? Oh, you just took it off.
Yeah, that's the crafting CPU I'm working on. I'm just trying to decide exactly how and where I want to put it.
Eventually, I'm going to add a security terminal onto this. Just a heads up. And the reason why is because I'm going to give everyone biometric cards so that they can access it remotely. So, what does this monitor do again? How does it work?
Okay, the crafting CPU, which is these 6 blocks here,
Oh, okay.
they pretty much control the crafting process. The ME interfaces hold the patterns, and they also put the ingredients into whatever's doing the crafting, like these molecular assemblers. And the assemblers actually do the crafting, and then they push it into the nearest inventory, which is usually the interface that pushed the crafting into it, at which point it's back in the system, and the system says it's done.
Yeah, okay.
So if we want to teach it to make some covered cables, for instance, you'll open the pattern terminal here. And we'll look up covered terminal or covered cables. And we can select it in NEI. And then shift click the question mark. And we don't have any wool. Okay, so now I click the down arrow. And then I take this pattern and put it over in this ME interface. If you have a recipe with multiple steps, it's good to put the separate steps into separate assemblers so that it can do all the different steps at a time. So when you're making big orders, it does it much more quickly. Well, the Applied Energistics system is coming along. Next episode, perhaps I'll move on to something else. Be sure to tune in and see. In the meanwhile, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day.